Let's do Zootropolis, apparently known in America as Zootopia. I'm not entirely sure what the title change thing is all about. Anyway, so new animation from Disney Animation Studios. One of the directors said that one of their favourite Disney films was Robin Hood from 1973, which, if you remember, took the story of Robin Hood and retold it with animals in a world in which there are no humans with animal stories. So, basically, with Zootropolis, most of the action takes place in a metropolis, in a huge big city, which has been entirely designed by and inhabited by animals of all shapes and sizes, from the smallest rodent to the tallest giraffe. Our hero is a young bunny, comes from the country, from the sticks, who wants to become the first police officer, wants to be all that she can be. So she's called Bunny Hops. She does indeed manage to make it as the first police officer, goes to Zootropolis, where she has an induction meeting. Her captain is voiced by Idris Elba. Here's a clip.
All right, everybody sit. I've got 3 items on the docket. First, we need to acknowledge the elephant in the room. Francine, happy birthday. Number 2, there are some new recruits with us I should introduce, but I'm not going to because I don't care. Finally, we have 14 missing mammal cases, all predators, from a giant polar bear to a teensy little otter. And City Hall is right up my tail to find them. This is priority number 1.
So, of course, Bunny Hops wants to be on the case with this. However, she's sent to parking duty, which is a real pain, because actually what she wants to do is be a super crime buster. Somehow, through a kind of complicated series of events, manages to corral sly Nick Fox into helping her, because she picks up the scent of the missing mammals case, and they end up sort of working together. Now, in a week in which so far it has been disappointments, how lovely to be able to say that Zootropolis hits the mark. It does a number of things that it needs to be applauded for. One of them is it's funny. It's funny. The jokes are funny. Laughed all the way through. Sat next to James King. He laughed pretty much all the way through too. So, funny jokes. Secondly, bright, colourful, interesting animation. Sometimes you find yourself just looking at the construction of the city. The fact that, for example, when a train comes in, there's a really, really tall door that the giraffe comes out of, and there's a really, really tiny door that the little rodents come out of. And they've really sat down and figured out how to make this cityscape work in a way that accommodates all these different animals. And it's really nicely done. I mean, that's probably something that will be less immediately appealing to the younger viewers, but for me, it worked really well. Thirdly, am I thirdly? Have I got to secondly?
It's about thirdly.
Yeah, fine.
You say
Thirdly.
it's third, it's third.
Thirdly, it does that thing which really sort of terrific kids family entertainment does, which is that it tells a story that appears to be about one thing, but is actually about something else. And so the sort of the central gag of the story is that it looks like the predators, at the moment we have predators and prey living together in harmony, but it looks like the predators are somehow returning to an earlier version of themselves in which they are predatory and therefore dangerous. And so actually the whole of Zootropolis becomes terrified about predators. 10% predators, 90% prey. Suddenly what we're going to do. And actually what the film is about, and it's very clear about this, is it's a film about tolerance. It's a film about understanding. It's a film about the way in which paranoia and fear can drive rifts between people. It is a story about love and tolerance in a time of hate and intolerance. It is a story which celebrates diversity and multiplicity at a time in which monotheism is sort of, a big deal. It is one of those things when it's a family movie for a start, because it manages to make jokes about Breaking Bad without feeling that it is in any way winking at the adult audiences. It's not going, okay, adults, you're bored here, so here's a joke for you. The jokes all work on multiple levels. And I think it's genuinely a family film. Now, I don't think it's Inside Out, because I think very few things are, but I think it's way up there in the sort of scope of really good, solid family entertainment that is funny and well realised and has its heart and soul in the right place. And I can't tell you, in a week in which all this other stuff was going on with the, in the movie world, I just thought how lovely to see a film. You just thought, yeah, that works. Well done. That works.